I feel like most people can relate to the satisfaction of completing a to-do list. Izzy and I are no different. So we've got a list of 5 things in Kuala Lumpur that we want to see and 5 foods that we want to try.
The first stop of the day is the National Mosque of Malaysia, which looks beautiful from the outside. Afternoon prayer has just finished, so we should be allowed in. But first we have to leave our shoes at the entrance and wear the appropriate mosque attire. You need one too because you're wearing shorts.
Okay, it's time to try and tick off our first food item.
Right next to the National Mosque is Brickfields, a vibrant, colourful area otherwise known as Little India. Can you guess what we've come here for?
Do you have a roti canai? No? Roti canai?
After asking a few places, we finally found it. Roti canai is an Indian flatbread. It kind of looks similar to a pancake, and apparently you can get it either sweet or savoury. We seem to have got ours with some kind of savoury soup. It is very similar to a pancake, and it's cooked fresh, which always makes it taste better. Now that we're fed and we've waited out the rain, we're going to head over to another famous landmark, and this one is a bit closer to home. I did not know it was going to look like this. We've come to Merdeka Square, and I thought it was going to be a square in our sense of the word, where you have like pavement and then buildings around it. But this is very beautiful buildings on a river. I was slightly wrong about the location of Merdeka Square. This is apparently it, although I still don't agree it's a square. Are we in the wrong place still? I don't know.
Honestly, ever since we arrived in Kuala Lumpur, Google Maps has not worked very well.
We may not know exactly where this square is, but we're close enough. So we're gonna tick it off.
We were originally going to head over to Chinatown because it's right next door, but we kind of wanted to see it in the daylight. So instead, we're going to head over to Jalana Law, and Izzy doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be eating frog on a stick.
I'm going to be eating what on a stick?
Frog on a stick.
Frog?
Frog, yeah. There you go.
It really is a whole frog on a stick. I can't believe you taught me into this. Oh my god, that's really good. The skin is really crispy and it's got this really nice spicy sauce on it.
Ah, I was really hoping she was not going to like it.
Let's go. If you're wondering where Dale dragged me to try frog on a stick, it's Jalana Law, a famous night market here in Kuala Lumpur, famous for having lots of really good, really cheap street food. Good choice, by the way.
You are welcome. So the next thing we've gone for is a Southeast Asian classic. It's satay, which is essentially grilled meat on a stick. Normally it's chicken or lamb, but you can get it with beef at different places. We've gone for chicken. Wow, that's really good. Another empty plate means the food was good, but we're going to end it here for tonight because tomorrow we've got a lot of cool things planned, including the most popular attraction in the whole of Kuala Lumpur.
We did pretty well at ticking things off our list yesterday, so today we only have 3 more sites and 2 more food items to go. First up is the thing I'm most excited for, Beorn Hu Temple. It's that thing behind me.
There's also been a lot of firsts for me in this video. First mosque, first time trying frog, and first time in a Buddhist temple.
This temple is stunning, and I've especially enjoyed watching the tigers dance about, blinking their eyelashes when the kids stroke them, and shaking their booties. Now I am getting hungry, so it's time to head into Chinatown.
The size of these ants. They're massive.
Ooh.
I was wondering, like,
don't scare me like that, me.
Place of worship, Isabel. So, we thought that it would be a sensible idea to get the only authentic Chinese dish on our list from Chinatown. And we couldn't have been more right. Every single restaurant along the main strip is selling it. One thing that we didn't realise is that a Chinese tradition apparently is to have a bowl of hot water on the table which you use to clean your cutlery with. Ah, Jesus.
Is it really hot?
It's really hot.
Oh, well, it is really hot, yeah. Don't leave it in there for too long.
So what I've gone for is char kway teow. It's a traditional Cantonese fried flat noodle dish which comes with a mixture of different veg and then traditionally pork and then a soy sauce over the top. The flavour from the soy sauce on top gives it a really good kick.
Jalan Petaling is on our list because it is one of the oldest streets in the whole of Kuala Lumpur. I don't know if you know much about the origin of Kuala Lumpur, but the city was founded when the Chinese settled here because it was next to the river. Petaling Street has been really interesting to wander up and down because it's a cool mix between the old and the modern, and of course lots of people selling things. But we can't buy stuff because we've got one more attraction to see, and it is the most famous tourist attraction in the whole of Kuala Lumpur. And if you've been wondering how we've been getting around Kuala Lumpur so quickly, it's the metro. And also because we haven't been filming public transport because it's boring. But the metro is great, so use it. And it's very cheap.
If you've heard of Kuala Lumpur before, you will undoubtedly have heard of the last site on our list, the Petronas Towers. I'll be honest, I'm not normally that interested in skyscrapers, but these are actually really impressive lit up at night, and they're a lot bigger than I thought. Making friends?
These boys keep bringing me flower petals. I have quite the collection. Okay. Oh, very nice. Thank you.
I've definitely got competition.
Seriously though, I've had a fun time in Kuala Lumpur. I think we managed to check off pretty much all the big tourist things in Kuala Lumpur, but if you guys are wondering why we didn't go to the Batu Caves, that's because we have another very special video coming up here in Kuala Lumpur.
It's definitely going to be a really big challenge for us both, but that's exactly what this channel is all about.
As you've probably noticed, we may have forgotten to tick one of the items off our list. So after checking out of our hotel this morning, we've come to the food court in KL Central to try and tick it off. Honestly, we were having loads of problems finding it, considering it's the national dish of Malaysia, but I think Dale is ordering it from that place behind me.
So this is nasi lemak. It's traditionally eaten at breakfast, which, to be honest, is probably why we were struggling to find it. It's originally rice cooked in coconut milk, but over time it's evolved into much more of a substantial meal. It comes with things like curries and sauces and fried egg.
I'm going to be fair and say that the flavours of the curries are well balanced and the rice is cooked well, but I'm sorry, I just really don't like cold fried egg.
The flavour is good, it's just cold. But it does mean 10 out of 10, everything ticked off.